Capricorns, this is Perstephane Rose, and this is for the week of March 30th through April 5th for my Capricorns. What does Capricorns want? What does the divine want my Capricorns to know? Hold on. Okay, right off the bat, Capricorns, they want to talk to you about making sure that you understand your pathway and where you're going this week. They make me feel like you have lots of ideas. See all the ideas blossoming around her? It's not that they're bad ideas, but they show me there is a divine path, or there is a path you should be focusing on, and that is. So if you have something going on, like you're looking at it and you're like, God, in the future, I really want to own a new car. They're showing me, and then this one is, in the future, I actually want to own a house over in the Bahamas. I also want to be able to go on vacation over to Europe. They're showing me these are great goals. These are great ideas, but that is not what we should be focusing on this week. Looks like it's more the mundane, like, am I got advancement in my career? Am I making enough money in my career? Do I have new opportunities that I'm not risking and taking? Do I need to go back and get another degree? Do I need to start a degree? Is the job that I'm in currently the correct job? Like, they show me this is, you need to be more logical. It's not that these aren't good ideas or good fantasies or manifestations that you're doing. They're not fantasies or manifestations. You'll accomplish them, but you got to focus on the here and now this week. They're showing me keep your heads out of the clouds this week. It looks like a pretty realistic week, okay? It does show me that for a group of you, you need to actually focus on where you're going. Again, this relates to this. They want you to look at the bigger picture. Are you happy in the situation? They make me feel this is work related, not so much home, work. They make me feel like you have to analyze or figure out, is the job that I'm in the correct job? Do I feel like I'm needed? Do I feel like I'm wanted? Am I appreciated in the job I want? You know, the thing is my mom used to always say, and she still says this, you know, they were looking for someone when they hired you. They'll be looking for someone when they fire you or when you walk out the door. Work is not a guarantee anymore. They do not care if you stay there 20 years, 5 years, 10 years. That loyalty, that, you know, that respect is no longer in our workforce. That is not reality where we are. We're not in the 1950s. We don't have this, okay? So if you're not happy where you are, you need to find another pathway. And they show me this week does look like you need to sit down and really analyze where you're going, okay? It does show me that if you decide that you are not in the right space, you're not in the right position, they show me there's other opportunities you look that are out there. That does not mean you have to go back to school. It does not mean you have to like move across the country. But if you want to go back to school, it's there. If you want to move across the country, it's there. If you want to go into something totally different, it's there. If you want to move up in management, it's there. Like, there's pathways. You just need to decide which one you want to go on. And they show me that they will divinely guide you. If you ask for guidance, they will give you information. For a group of you, they're showing me, okay, so for a group of you, they're showing me, and I don't know why they're showing me this. They're showing me they're going to give you advice or divinely guide you, but you have to pay attention to the signs. So if you look down and you see a feather and the feather is blowing away from your work, then chances are that is not where you should be going. If the feather is blowing towards the work, that means that you should stay at the work. If you are more geared towards animals and you see a cricket hopping towards the door towards work, that means prosperity and good luck. If the cricket is running away from work or hopping away from work, then it's probably not the best place that you need to be, and you need to start thinking about moving on. They show me they're going to divinely guide you, but it makes me feel like it's through symbolisms for a lot of you this week, okay? A lot of you get symbols and they don't want you to miss them. They want you to pay attention. If you believe in numerologies, they're showing me a group of you, they will be showing you numbers, 12 12s, 13 13s, 2 2s, 3 3s. Yeah. When I ask, is it like the 4 4s and 8s, 8s, and those, they show me no, it's 2 2s and 3 3s, 12 12s, 13 13s. Okay. What else? For my Capricorns. Okay, Capricorns, they also want you to make sure that you actually are taking care of yourself. It looks like that it's not that you've been ignoring yourself, but maybe you guys have been slightly ditching your diet. Or maybe you are not focusing on your health as much. They do show me they want you to focus on your ultimate, like, overall health this week. And just pay attention. Maybe you guys are just getting over a cold and you just need to take care of yourself a little bit more. Whatever this is, they show me maybe some of you need to go to the doctor and actually get like some blood work done just to do a normal checkup. Not that I see that there's a problem, but they show me just take care of yourself. They want you to take care of this week. The other thing they want you to do is they also want you to realize that this week is going to be a lot of work. Like, it looks like you just have work. Not so much like people piling work on your desk, but it's definitely like internal work. Like, you really need to sit down and write a list of pros and cons of what's the pro of my work, what's the con of my work. What's the pro of my life? What's the con of my life? What is it that I need to change to make this more even and more balanced? They show me you're building the foundation this week. You're supposed to be working on foundation so that when you start building the tower, when you start creating the mountain, that you have a stable foundation. So you're at the bottom this week, and they show me there's a lot of work that's being done, okay? If you have a project that you're trying to get off the ground, they show me this week is like making sure that you have the computer software, that you have the external drive for storage, that you have the whiteboard behind you so you can write down ideas. They're showing me you're doing the prep work so that when you start moving forward, everything's already there and you're not like trying to scramble and find pieces, okay? Okay, Capricorns, like last week, the Oracle deck we are using is Oracle of the Fairies. It's a nice spring deck. See it? It's really pretty. Okay. And if you look at the front, they're really pretty. Nice and springy. Little little keys on it. I love keys. Okay. For my Capricorns. Okay. The one that they pulled out is Moon Energy. See, she's really pretty. I love her. They have some beautiful artwork on these cards. Shows surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that the peace of mind is possible. So if you know that you are not in the right spot, like your job isn't correct for you anymore, or you don't feel like you're in there, like you're not feeling connected anymore, ask for divine guidance, or ask for guidance from whoever you believe in. Allah, God, Queen Mary, I don't know, whoever you worship, your allies. Ask for guidance, the angels or whoever, ask for guidance, and they will come down and give you the alignment that you need so that then you know which direction. Because I know it's overwhelming if you know that you're not in the right spot, but you don't know what you're doing. But they show me this week you need to work through that and figure it out, okay? Okay, Capricorns, we're also going to do my Darth Vader. Think of a yes and no question.
What are my orders? There is hope.
So that would be a yes. Okay, so that is a yes for whatever you ask, Capricorns. Capricorns, if you want a reading with myself, Perstephane Rose, or any of the other gifted psychics on my website, please go down into the bio. You'll find that information. If you want information on the tarot decks that I use or how to purchase your own Darth Vader, again, it's in the information below, okay? Have a fantastic week.